The Bora is a northern to northeastern katabatic wind in the Adriatic, Croatia, Montenegro, Italy, Bulgaria, Greece, Slovenia, Poland, Russia and Turkey. The same root is found in the name of the Greek mythological figure of Boreas, beta Omicron Rho Epsilon Alpha Sigma, the North Wind. Historical linguists speculate that the name may derive from a Proto-Indo-European root *gworh, meaning mountain, and giving rise to Germanic berg and burg. A similar pattern is seen in the cognate name of the buran winds of Central Asia and the name purga of the Siberian subtype. In Greek, the word Bora describes an intense summer rain that lasts for a few minutes. In Croatian, Brno means violently, and is commonly used to describe the weather. Features: the changeable Bora can often be felt all over Montenegrin littoral, Dalmatia, Istria, the Slovenian littoral, Trieste, and the rest of the Adriatic east coast. It blows in gusts. The Bora is most common during the winter. It blows hardest, as the meteorologist Baron Ferdinand von Wrangel explained it by extending Julius Hahn's explanation of alpine katabatic winds to the north Adriatic, when a polar high-pressure area sits over the snow-covered mountains of the interior plateau behind the Danube coastal mountain range, and a calm, low-pressure area lies further south over the warmer Adriatic. As the air grows even colder and thus denser at night, the Bora increases. Its initial temperature is so low that even with the warming occasioned by its descent it reaches the lowlands as a cold wind. The wind takes two different traditional names depending on associated meteorological conditions. The light Bora is Bora in the presence of clear skies, whereas clouds gathering on the hilltops and moving towards the seaside with rain or snow characterize the dark Bora. Areas hit. The area where some of the strongest Bora winds occur is the Velebit mountain range in Croatia. This seaside mountain chain, spanning 145 kilometers, represents a huge weather and climatic divide between the sharp continental climate of the interior, characterized by significant day-night temperature differences throughout the year, and the Adriatic coast with a Mediterranean climate. Bora occurs because these two divided masses tend to equalize. Sailing during the Bora can be challenging, and it requires caution regarding readiness of both the boat and its crew. Short, high waves with white crests are its characteristics, making the navigation difficult. The small drops formed by the wind create a so-called sea smoke that reduces the visibility significantly. Experienced seamen have a proverb: when Bora sails, you don't. Sailing can be extremely dangerous for an unexperienced navigator in the Velebit Channel because the wind can start suddenly on a clear and calm day and result in major problems, frequently also affecting road traffic. Near the towns of, say, Stara Novalja, Karlobag and the southern portal of the Sveti Rock Tunnel in Croatia, it can reach speeds of up to 220 kilometers per hour. On the 21st of December 1998, the speed of a gust on the Maslenica Bridge was measured at a record speed of 248 kilometers per hour. During 22 to the 25th of December 2003 on King Tomislav Highway near Sveti Rock Tunnel, new record was measured at speed of 304 kilometers per hour. In February 2012, during the Eastern European cold wave, the shoreline in frozen snow piled up after a 150 kilometers per hour Bora plummeted the temperature to -14 degrees Celsius with waves of 7 meters. The Bora ripped the trees from the soil and destroyed roofs of houses. On the island of Pag, the Bora threw fish out of the sea. In many Croatian coastal cities, fresh water flows inside the pipes. The wind is also an integral feature of Slovenia's Vipava Valley and, to a lesser extent, the Karst Plateau, an area of limestone heights over the Gulf of Trieste stretching towards the Istrian Peninsula. Because the region separates the lower Adriatic coast from the Julian Alps range, extreme Bora winds often occur there. They have influenced the region's traditional lifestyle and architecture. Towns on the coast, where the Bora frequently occurs, are built densely with narrow streets in part because of the wind. Buildings in several towns and villages in Slovenia and the province of Trieste have stones on the roofs to prevent the tiles from being blown off. Chains and ropes are occasionally stretched along the sidewalks in downtown Trieste, Italy, to facilitate pedestrian traffic. Gusts in the city are usually above 120 km per hour, reaching to maxima of near 200 km per hour. A strong Bora will often be reported on Italian television news. Slovenian towns where the strongest Bora occurs are Ajdovščina, Vipava and, to a lesser extent, Nova Gorica. In Slovenia, the most affected section is usually the upper part of the Vipava Valley, stretching from Ajdovščina to Podnanos, where the speed of the wind can exceed 200 km per hour. Strong Bora winds also occur in the Seams Bay of the Black Sea near the Russian port of Novorossiysk, where they are known as Nordust. They can reach speeds of up to 220 km per hour. In fiction, the Bora bursting out on the Venetian lagoon is the setting for the cataclysmic end of Donna Leon's 2001 crime fiction novel A Sea of Troubles. The protagonist, Commissario Brunetti of the Venice police, must venture into the fierce storm in a frail police launch, a most foolhardy act except he must try to catch a murderer and save a young woman, for whom he cares deeply.